Hey, it's me, Yesod. Welcome to part 20 of my Library of Ruina walkthrough. And we'll be doing the final episode for the floor of Technological Sciences. The time has come for this floor as well. Yesod, what is your progress on the compilation of the city's technologies? We've managed to gather a sizable amount of information on the city's technological aspects. You're probably the best at dealing with books and info among all the librarians, Yesod. Am I? I will say, I have been fond of managing various types of information for a long time. Ah yes, keeping stuff neat and tidy, something I'm absolutely terrible at. Are you proud of yourself? Well, that's that. Anyway, let's hear what you think about those technologies. Like the horrible events that took place in the warp train, I cannot view all aspects of the technology people use in a positive light. We've seen that W Corp places people in a nigh-eternal trip of torment and later erases their memories through a restoration procedure, hiding the truth behind their convenient service. Technologies of the city only focus on creating definite results, ignoring the process. The same can be said of the library. Thus, I conducted additional analysis on the library and its powers we are using. A pointless affair. Library's interior can change according to one's perception. In other words, one's mental state is reflected on the physical space. I believe that is why various sceneries of the outside world can be recreated inside the library. Moreover, the library space expands as more books are accumulated. This evidently suggests that the library is bigger on the inside. Furthermore, the power of books can be physically manifested in this place. An invitation serves as a compass that leads you through a sea of letters to the book you wish to obtain, and a catalyst that amplifies emotions at the same time. I could go on and on about the technologies of the library. I can tell they're amazing just from what I heard right now. Naturally, these are works of art I made with care. Not possibly fathom the inner workings of all these technologies. The operation does not appear to be based on the application of multiple singularities either. Technologies of the library showed specific usage and limited efficiency for how advanced they are. This is where I came up with the hypothesis to explain all of this. But the library itself is a miniature universe where anything is possible as long as its objective is to expand the library. A small world of its own with its own set of laws and principles. Am I correct in my speculation? Believe what you want about the library. Whatever the case, all we need is the results, isn't that right? No, I do not agree with that notion. Angela, there is no technology in this world that does not come at a corresponding price. Price? Since when did I tell you to idle your time away thinking about such things? Our work here is to study and categorize books and knowledge related to the city's technologies. It may be true that sorting books on the subject of technological sciences according to the rules is all I was ordered to do. However, if we bind ourselves to the principles given to us and fail to see beyond, that would be a contradiction in itself. Must be nice to be you, being able to break free from the rules. Angela? And that bell. It hits me every time. Received orders that I couldn't understand nor refuse. Is it necessary to go this far to collect energy? Of course, I must follow your orders without a question. Lobotomy Corporation, an energy company and wing supplying the city with the energy extracted from abnormalities, creatures originating from humans. Loop 0. Oh man. First trumpet. Help! Help me! Weird things are crawling all over my body. Am I not allowed to help that person? But they seem to be in so much pain. Can't watch this anymore. Loop 29. Please shut the door. They're coming, please. It's not too late for me to close off the corridor. I could save those employees if I did. But this is what I must do. The principles I must follow. Prioritize energy production over all else. Loop 287. Are humans nothing more than ingredients to you in this ever-repeating play? I thought you wanted to save humanity. Is it a price that must be paid? The price you ought to pay for a ticket to escape from this hell? Loop 3217. My arm, it's melting. I can't help you. I'm sorry. All I can do is watch. Loop 18,231. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please hang on for a little longer. You can make it. We've almost reached the energy refinement quota. Loop 42,484. A senior killed one of my colleagues yesterday. I'm scared I might end up killing another coworker today. It's all my fault. Humans are such fragile creatures. They always make different faces even in the same kinds of situations. Loop 71,527. Kill me. I can't stand this hell anymore. You're just another human after all. This is all but a plain and boring sight to me. Let's restart the stage then. A new delusion created in order to reach the ideal. The fuel whose extraction is stimulated by intense emotions. A hell of perpetual suffering. The purgatory repeated by those who haven't yet reached enlightenment. A heaven where one can try again from the beginning. When the one perfect realization has been reached, the curtain finally falls on the stage. And the realization is then propagated to all the people. I am a machination behind the stage. All I need to do is coordinate the stage so that the play goes according to the script. Perhaps it was I who was paying the price, not them. This is where your oh-so-rational thoughts led you. If you were going to lecture me, you should have demonstrated it yourself first. You're all standing before me because you were all bark and no bite. Price? Who do you think paid the price? Do you really think it was you? Nonsense. It was me. I paid all the dues you should have. We're in a bad spot, aren't we? Yes, the library appears to be resonating with Angela's mental state. She's shape-shifting like the last time, huh? That was a pain in the ass to deal with. You're mostly right, though it will not exactly be the same as before. Good point. Back then she looked a little bit different from that there. Let us prepare ourselves. She won't wait for us all day. Haha, this is freaky. I gotta be wide awake in times like these. Is she okay? What if she doesn't change back? I heard a similar situation happened before, so I'm sure we can overcome it the same. You're worrying too much. Take some deep breaths first. It'll be fine if we can manage to turn her back. Be prepared. Alright, here we go. So, same as the Forsaken Murderer, we want to give her status effects to make her lose power, and then just beat her up. And I have a couple of those. So forceful gesture, a whole bunch of stuff. I probably should stagger out some of them. I guess I'm only using the one. case, now all of her dice are losing 4 power. Alright, we got the stagger. Should be able to finish her off here. We'll basically use a whole bunch of pages that'll set us up nicely for the next boss. Man, I love these. I love boss rushes in video games. Oh, didn't kill. Alright, that's fine. She still has status effects, so she's losing power. It's actually kind of good because I can use this as an opportunity to gain more emotion for everyone. I think I'm fine so far. Still, we better watch out. So she'll keep changing her form like that. I'm starting to get the pattern. No problem on my end. By the way, that looks familiar. You know that weird machine that would spin like crazy and freeze on its own? Is everyone alright? Let me know if your body is having issues. Yep, so she's gonna try to charge up and then use a mass attack. That's kind of obnoxious. I think it inflicts a ton of bleed. So we want to avoid that, which means we really need to win these clashes. Which hopefully 2 to 9. I think this can. Because I have a defensive dice power +1/+1. So like this is actually rolling for 4 to 11. Which gives me pretty good odds. I'll go ahead and debuff her. I mean, she's trying to gain strength and endurance. Or I guess she will gain strength and endurance. We also have to worry about these guys. And they're using like 9 9s. I could try to balance between trying to kill these and Angela. I might just go for kills on these though. I don't want to do this in case she does roll high and ends up using this card on him next scene. What I can do is absolutely nuke one of these with Rip Space. Alright, good stuff. No hits. And root space doing work. Alright, and Angela's still at 1 light, and she's spending it. But she's trying to gain 2 strength. This is a little scary. Should be able to stagger and kill this helper. And yeah, all of her resistances are ineffective and endured, so attacking her is kind of useless. I actually don't know how you get that down. Maybe by killing these guys? I don't know. I guess what I can do is just inflict bleed on her. That's free damage. Need someone else to attack this. That's good. We're up to 14 bleed on Angela now. Okay, so she has a bunch of strength too. This might be rough. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. Look at all the bleed damage she's taking. She is gaining some light though. Huh. Okay, so I guess she just uses it. Okay, so these are Matstack individuals. So we know what to do with those. It means that every dice is rolled against every dice. And she's gonna be staggered next scene. Alright, so 2 of them lost. 1 of them lost. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think giving a lot of protect the last scene really helped me out there. No, well, we killed her. Whoops. Actually, I missed one. Oh no. Afterwards, so much better at having a discerning eye. It's natural to feel lost, even though we can experience it sometimes. It's not a simple matter. This might be an opportunity to understand her issues together. I hope she comes back to her senses as quickly as possible so we can have some conversation on the matter. This is kind of unfortunate because he's immobilized. But he does have 10 energy, so coming into this is kind of good. And music's getting more hype. Okay, so we want to kill these guys before beating her up. And they have normal damage and endured stagger resist. Okay, so I don't think I need to worry about these cards too much. I could clash with them, but I might just go ahead and try to keep some of the damage off. I think that's the best thing I could do there. Okay, so we should kill this one. Yep. Now we need to nuke the other ones. Should be pretty easy, actually. So I'll spend some charge. Hey, there we go. Refraction did work right there. And now the machine's open. But everyone's dead. Usually they'd be using cards that, I think it's like on hit, then you would get thrown into the machine. We're getting a ton of debuffs on her. So this card's kind of obnoxious. It can be recycled a whole bunch of times if it wins, or if it's just a one-sided attack. Obviously, she's debuffed to hell, so I don't really have to worry too much about this. Alright, and she's down. I think we're pretty well set up for the next part. Maybe Angela had no choice. Still, not everyone is going to show understanding for all the things she did. The extent of understanding and forgiveness one can show is different for each person after all. Well, we should concentrate on the battle for now. I don't believe there is right and wrong in this matter, it's ultimately of how one accepts it. Okay, so same thing as the Funeral of Dead Butterflies, it's just a sealing dice mechanic. Okay, so this should win if the charge works. Unfortunately, I only have 9 out of 10, so we'll see. And then we don't want this to hit. 4 to 8, 4 to 8. So that should be a good clash for that. And we have to worry about these stupid butterflies in the back. I think this might be a better clash for here. Alright, so we got one of her speed dice sealed. Okay, and we killed one of the butterflies. Even if we didn't hit it anymore, it died to burn. Now it's officially dead. Now we can seal speed dice. 5 to 9. So that should seal it, and then we can do just a whole bunch of damage to her. So I think she automatically becomes staggered, so all of her resistances change. Yep, so she automatically got staggered, and now she's taken down. Thank you, that looked like Yesod was mad as hell. I feel like I say it a lot, but this fight was actually insane when it first came out. It's getting tougher to endure hits. Seems there's only a little bit left to push through, yeah? I guess so. Let's stay focused until the end. I still remember that, the bullets flying in a precise straight line. The unstoppable bullet got a lot of my coworkers killed too. We seem to have reached the end of it. Don't loosen your grip just yet, everyone. So, this fight, it goes through a whole series of phases, essentially. And you want to try and get her to one stagger resist. She will never get staggered until, I think it might, no, she doesn't actually. Yeah, she never gets staggered. You can seal her speed dice though, with that one abnormality page that I did not take, and if you seal all of them, then she will get staggered. There's something I just thought of. Just kind of a mistake on my part. I should have taken that. That'd make this a lot easier, to be honest. actually gonna save rip space for another turn. Instead, we'll go ahead and spend some of my charge to gain or to inflict bind, slow down her speed. Okay, so we got her down to 1 stagger resist, to show she ends up taking the 50 damage. Yep, there it goes. Now she's in another phase where she's using some mass attacks. And this is summation 10 to 12. That's a pretty easy beat. So now I'll use rip space. Okay, so Yesad's not getting attacked. We'll go ahead and get a nice debuff on her for next turn. Okay, so now some individuals coming in. Four to 8. I think playing this might be a little overkill. Actually, save this one. Alright, everyone, first one. And she's really going after stagger damage, huh? Kind of unfortunate that his broken dice is getting targeted. A big mass attack. A whole bunch of debuffs on it. Hey, no one got hit. Oh my gosh, that's so bright. How did I hit him back into it? Another one, but this time individuals. This is something that's kind of important here, is you want to keep up. Man, she's hitting that dice again. Is you want to keep your light high. So you can actually play cards to deal with all of this. I think the Protect is also doing really well, too. So they're not taking actual damage, but they are taking a lot of stagger damage just from the effects. Decimation. Target itself deals 100 damage. Yep, so we gotta beat her up now. Actually, this seems like a rip space turn. Alright, that should do it. Technological sciences completely realized. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love this so much. Ooh, Sends a chill down my spine.
좋지 않아.
This isn't good.
매번 이런 식이라면
Can't do this every
좋지 않아.
time. This is not good.
정신이 좀
Have
드십니까?
you come to your senses now?
그래.
Yes, I have. It's actually irritating to be this sober, rather.
술에 잔뜩 취해서
Nothing's more annoying than all the memories of drinking and doing nasty stuff coming back to you in the morning.
엔젤라도
Sure, Angela needed a moment to vent out her feelings.
쉽게 말하지 말아줘.
Don't talk like you know everything, will you?
너
You may have
자신을
encased yourself in
감각적으로 가뒀다면
compulsion out of your own choice, but I couldn't even act according to my own will.
마음 상하게
I
하려는
didn't
말은
intend to
아니었어.
offend you.
그래도 엔젤라.
Going back to my point, you can make your own choices now, can you not, Angela?
그리고
And we'd like to help you as much as you helped us by paying all the price in our stead.
선택?
Choice? I don't have a choice even now.
내가 해야 하는 목표는
The goal I am
명확하지.
compelled to reach is clear and apparent. I'm not doing this because I want to.
그래야만 하니까.
This is simply what I must do.
반드시 도서관을
I'm searching for the one book that will complete me and the library because I am obligated to.
그래야만 하는 것은
There's no such
엔젤라
thing
없어.
as what you simply must do.
언제나 모든 것이
We live in a
변하는
world where
세상에서
everything
살고 있어.
changes constantly.
정해졌다고 반드시
It's not
따르는 것이
necessarily
이성적이고
rational or
현명한 것이
wise
아닐
to
테죠.
blindly follow a goal determined in the past.
세상이 변화하는 만큼
Keep up with the rapid changes this world goes through. Must maintain discretion at all times.
그래.
Yeah, what you're saying is all sensible.
그럴싸한 말이지. 넌 자기가 무슨 말을
But I must
하는지
wonder if you
제대로
truly
알고
understand the
있는지.
meaning of your own words.
그래도 예수들은
Come on, don't
다른
be so
사람들 모두
prickly now.
힘내서
Asad and the
도와줬는데.
others did their best to help you, you know?
고맙다는 말을 듣고 싶은
Fine,
거라면
if gratitude is what you want, then I'll say it for you. I appreciate your help, everyone.
엔젤라도 분명
Angela is
바뀌고
changing for certain. I'm sure you're playing a role in that as well.
그런가?
Is she?
말은
She does seem to be more talkative than
전보다
before.
성격이 안 좋아진
I'm
것
not
같아.
really sure I like the way her personality is shaping out.
롤랑 당신은
How about you,
어떤가?
Roland? Are you experiencing any changes?
나?
Me? Nah,
나는 이제
I'm a
와서
tad bit too late for
변하기에는
that. Now, got his abnormality pages. This could be kind of good for book farming, but you don't really need to farm books anymore. They made it pretty easy. It used to be a lot more difficult back in the day. Seventh bullet. I don't know. I've never really found much use for this. Like, they're just better pages, honestly. And then Dark Flame. I don't think that used to be its effect. That's changed, I'm pretty sure. But it looks kind of bad too. And now we've got ego pages. So Regret does a ton of stagger damage. This is really good for boss fights. You can just do a whole bunch of stagger damage in one turn, and it's also like pretty decent damage overall. Yeah, here's Grinder. A whole bunch of bleed, mass individual attacks. Of course, both of these cost 5 light. Harmony is kind of okay. It's decent if you use it in one-sided attacks. That's where it really shines. Solemn Lament can be good. So it does the 1 to 6 damage, and then it also does the 3 damage or 3 stagger damage. So this is good for one-sided attacks again, but it is a ranged card and it has pretty low rolls, so it can be beat with just like a single dice if you're not careful with who you select to attack. And then Magic Bullet is you synchronize. Now, synchronizing, you basically turn into that abnormality and you get a whole new deck of cards and stuff. His is pretty cool. If you don't know, I have a compilation of all of the ego pages and I have it there. I'm not going to do a demonstration like I did for the last part, but you can find that in that video. And next time, we're going to be doing Hod's realization, so that's going to be a lot of fun, and I will see you then. Peace.